Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by the Bugle Bungalow. GutsyHunter here with you, bringing back some requested content. We had some of the members of the community ask for some Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, so I thought, well, let's go ahead and fire it on up, bring up some love for the Car Mechanic Simulator, as well as, you know, give the community what they want. That's part of the deal here. So let's go ahead and we'll jump on in. I think we can do normal mode without the tutorial. Well, for some people that haven't seen. All right, we'll do the tutorial just so everybody can see what the basics, I guess, off the bat here. How's everybody been? I apologize. We haven't had a lot of new videos lately. Life's been kind of busy, so had to take care of things and kind of do videos as we can. So hopefully you guys can understand and remain patient. But I do really appreciate the love and support you guys continue to give through this time. So thank you so much. Alrighty, well, first things first, we'll look over here and... Oh, well, look at that. Is it not it's not going to make me go through the tutorial. Alright. Well then, here is the wheel balancer, as you can see by the name. Everything, all tires will be handled here. Our toolbox, which is where we get our skills as we progress through the game. The ultimate, you know, end game for this is to be able to purchase cars and keep them in your garage, your parking lot, you know, or you can sell them. Spring puller also. This is for pulling shocks and whatnot apart. Another toolbox, which is once again just for upgrades. Let's see, there's nothing really here except for the phone. This is where you pick up your orders, and we'll do one here in a second. Computer, where you order your parts. Engine stand, which I'm standing in front of. This is where once you pull an engine, you'll go ahead and put that engine on there and start working on it. Another toolbox. Oil drain. Self-explanatory. That's how you drain the oil when you're doing oil changes. So this tutorial seems to... We don't have a whole lot here. And of course our lift. Let's jump right in. Let's go ahead and take our first call. So our first call is brake system needs some fixing. So let's go ahead and we'll take that order. And let's go ahead and move this car. We have another call in queue, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and let's right click, bring up the car menu, and we're going to move this car over to the lifter. And what we'll do is we'll go grab this other car real quick that's in queue. So we always have something lined up for us. This one, a year and a half ago, bought this car for my son. He said that he's not interested in anything except for driving occasionally, filling it up at the gas station. Please check oil and tires. You got it. So we'll do that one next. So what will happen, as time goes on, we can increase the size of our garage. So 2 cars is all we can have, 1 on the lift, and there's no problem with that. So first things first, let's go ahead and put this back up in the air. Left click to raise it, and then when you're ready to lower it, you push and hold the left click. So first thing I like to do, so we know that we got to fix some brakes on this thing. So we right click on the car again. We can see car status, so we can see what we need to really look for. In the beginning, they kind of really help you out here. You don't have to do a whole lot of searching on your own. So we know 1 brake shoe is going to need to be fixed and 2 disc brakes are going to need to be fixed. So what I like to do is, let me crouch down here. I like to go ahead and put this into the overview mode. Now what this overview mode allows us to do is a lot of times you can see parts in red that you're going to need to be working on. So let's drop down back down here again, crouch. So because this isn't, oh, you can kind of see some red there. So that will be definitely a part that we'll have to, once we get the tire off, we'll be able to turn that. There's another part that needs to be fixed right there. So both the front wheels need to be fixed. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Click on that to bring it forward. We need to pull the rim. So we're just going to hold that left click down. It's supposed to do the star method, but you know, sometimes I just don't feel like it. You don't lose any points or anything or any money if you don't do it, so. Alright, let's see here what we got now. So the next thing I like to do, so you can see that the brake pads, we don't know what those conditions are, but these calipers, you can see this is definitely 22%, so we definitely need to get that fixed. So what we're going to do though is just to make sure everything is correct, we want to go ahead and right click, we want to go ahead and inspect everything real quick. So we know that that is bad, but are these bad? So we're going to click and left click that, hold that. Not too bad, they're 62%. The calipers, about the same. So, the next thing I like to do is when it gets, to a point where it's really, you have a long list of things that you're going to need to do. One thing that I like to do is I like to go ahead and add this to the shopping list. So, I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this, but we're going to go ahead and go to parts notes. And this brings up your shopping list right here. I can add that part right there. So now I know I need one ventilated brake. So what we'll do is let's take this part so we can get that off there. See a couple highlighted bolts that we need to go ahead and get root out of there. Let's take off the brake pads. And we'll take off the ventilated disc. So really we're ready to go on that side. So what we'll do is we're going to come around here to the other side. And we're going to go ahead and pull off this rim here. Okay, so we're going to go through the same process here. We know that that probably is bad at 24%. That looks like it could be potentially bad. So let's go ahead and see what we need to do here. So once again, we're going to go ahead and bring up our examine tool. That one's already been examined for us, but let's take a look at the brake pads. 55 and 57. So they seem to be alright. So let's go ahead and go back here to the... So there's our other ventilated brake that we're going to need. Let's go ahead and get that out there. Get that out there. Take those off. Okay. So you can see that we've got the front ready to go. Now, if we remember right, and if let's say we forgot, we can go back and look again. There needs to be a brake shoe. So, unfortunately, when we were doing some inspecting here, couldn't really see the shoes on these back tires here. So let's see if I can get a little better. Yeah, so we don't know which brake shoe in fact is damaged. So we're just gonna have to probably wind up taking off both and maybe unless we get really lucky here. So cross your fingers, so this is the one. Okay, so let's take off the brake drum. So here's our brake shoes. So it looks like we may have gotten lucky, because when I hover over that, you can see that those shoes are 17%. But let's say we didn't know for sure. Well, you can see that's already red. So normally we would test these by taking them to the brake pad or the test drive, but we don't have to do that in this case. So let's go ahead and get those brake shoes off. Okay, so now that we know we've got the 3 parts that we need in this case, let's go to our computer here. I'm going to head to the parts side. And see up here in the top right, we can go ahead and break out our shopping list. So that's why it's really important to go ahead and add that to the list, because otherwise you're going back and forth trying to figure out what parts you need or looking at your inventory. So we need some brake shoes. We need one of those. And then we need 2 ventilated discs. So there's that. So we need 2 of those. And we are ready to assemble. Make some money. So let's go ahead and do that here. So right click and we're going to mount parts. Ventilated discs. Yep, we want to click that. Re-add the brake pads. Re-add the caliper. Now the one thing to always make sure is when you get new parts, like those calipers, especially where you have multiple parts you have to assemble into them, make sure you're always using the new one. Because I can't tell you how many times I've messed that up where I went and put the like the new caliper versus the old cylinder. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Alright, so that side is done. Let's go ahead and work on over here to the other side. Add our part. Add our brake pads again. Add the caliper. Alright, and let's get that tire back on here. As you can see, even though I was on that one, the way they drive in, the cursor changes, so. Alright, we are done with the front. Oh. Let's head around back here and finish up the back side. New brake shoes. Yes, we want those ones. And let's put the brake drum back on there. Wheels ready to go on. And we are ready to set this off on its way. So let's go ahead and lower it down. We will right click on the car, we'll get the car status, you see everything's been fixed. Finish the order, we get a whole whopping $351. Okay, let's bring out the new car up here. We're going to move this car. So, remember what we needed here? Just in case we didn't, let's take a look. So, we need to replace the air filter. It looks like it needs 4 new tires and a fuel filter. So, first things first, let's go ahead and change the oil real quick while we're right here. Sorry about that scratch there. Should have moved my mic away. Alright, and we need to go one more up. We're going to come over here, grab the oil pan. We're going to move it first, and we're going to move it to lifter A. You can see, there it is. Click on it again, and this time we're going to use it. And you can see, there we go, drain the oil. Once the oil's been drained, we go ahead and we move it back. Just that easy. While we're under here, we need to, anytime you change the oil out, you want to change the filter. Just get in that good habit. So you can see here, we need an I4. So let's go ahead, we're going to clear out our list from the last car. We're going to add that part to the list. Alright, so let's take that off. And the reason I'm doing this kind of rather than all in one lump sum is because the other parts you have to do from the actual engine area. So we need the I4, so it is right there. So we will take one of those. Let's go put it on real quick, and we'll be done with that piece of it. Add our oil filter back on. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. So we're going to lower this down to the next level. Okay. So we know we need 4 new tires, so let's get that started here. There's that one. Okay, there's that one. This will give us so you guys can see how the extract the tire and everything and balance it. So the first thing that I want to do, so I didn't do this on the other ones. We knew we are going to need 4 of these, so we're going to go ahead and part notes. We're going to add that to the list. We're just going to multiply that by 4. Okay, so we got all the tires off. So what else did we need? Does everybody remember? Well, let's open the hood. We know they wanted a new air filter, so we've got this. We got to take these clips off here. Now sometimes those clips will be the actual bad component, so just keep that in mind. The inspection tool will be your best friend. Oh, wasn't on it. Sorry about that. Alright, so we'll take the cover off, and we got a nasty, nasty air filter. So we will get one of those. Now the other thing you can see, rust kind of gives it a dead giveaway, but you can see there's the fuel filter. But let's say we didn't know, well, it's already marked it for us. You can see it's 5%. So we're going to remove that out of there. And now, I can't remember, did we have anything else on here? Filter, 4 tires. We did the oil. We haven't added the new oil yet, so we'll do that next too. Alright, let's go get our stuff then. Oh, I didn't look on those tires. Tire size. They are 205, 55, R16. Okay. So we're going to hit the back button here. We need to go to get some tires. And they're standard tire Bs. We're going to need 4. They are 205, 55s. Back one here. 205, 55 R16s, $872 for 4 brand new tires. Okay, so now we can go out of there. We're going to need an air filter. And just this front one right here will do just fine. And we're going to need a fuel filter. And there we go. So now we have all of the remaining parts left here that we needed. Let's go ahead and start with the fuel filter here. That's not what we want. Yep, there we go. New fuel filter in there. Let's go ahead and put in our air filter. Oh. By default, it goes back to the dismounting. Alright, let's go ahead and put these back in. Swing around, let's get this one done. And we'll get that one done. Alright, we are done with the engine with the exception of the oil, and let's just go ahead and get that done now. And then we'll start working on the tires here. Chug away, oil can, chug away. Alright, let's go ahead and we can close the engine. Let's start working on the tires. So we're going to use the existing rims, so we need to go ahead and separate the old tires first. And we're going to take that part. And then what we'll do is let's just, because balancing takes a minute. So make sure once again that you're grabbing the new tire. Yep, put that on. What I try to do is have them all done, but for the sake of this video, we'll just go ahead and take that. We're going to put this one on the balancer. That tire is ready to go. And then we'll keep going through here. Separate this tire real quick. Nope. We need to install now. Alright, new tire. There we go. Yes, we are sure. And then we'll go ahead, take that, slap that on there. And let's go ahead and mount that last tire. I was gonna say, I thought I saw another new tire in there. Alright, so we've got 4 brand new tires. We're gonna go ahead and get it back on here. There we go. Tire done. Oh. No. Somehow that tire did not get new. We have to take a look at that. Look what happened there. Did we redo the 2 tires over and over? Oh, heck, I think we did. So that one's good. We must got mixed up there somewhere. Alright, let's rebalance that wheel here. Looks like the other tire needs to be balanced too. Well, no, that's sitting in our inventory still. Alright, let's see what we got here. So you can see right here where the little icon is red, showing that it's not balanced, so we need to balance this tire as well. That's how I knew that we had missed it, so. Alright, that tire's ready to go. Now we'll finish putting on the tires. Okay. There's that one, and finally. Oh. I was trying to take it off there. Alrighty, so we should be done. Oh, we gotta take it. Put it down, put it down. Okay, let's take a look. Everything's been done. $2,351. Just like that, we are back in it. So everybody, that's the first intro video of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. For those of you that were requesting it to see what it was like, hopefully that gave you a good idea. If you guys think you would like to see more, make sure to let me know down below in the comments. I'd love to hear any feedback you have. Or if you'd like to see specific things in this video series, we can make that happen as well. So, but once again, thank you all for the love and support. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you again for your patience. I know videos have been slow coming again, but we'll get back to it again. Making sure you guys have lots of content to take a look at, leave me feedback on, and enjoy. So, but as usual, everybody, until next time, take care.